What's going on, guys? So in this video I'll be going over basically updating your Facebook fan page with ManyChat. So as you see that I have my fan page up. Now it's not going to do it. I've been trying to figure it out, but it's not going to do it unless I have another Facebook page that I can go to my fan page. But if you've never messaged me before, we've had like a communication back and forth on Messenger. Basically, if you were to load, excuse me, if you were to load my Facebook fan page, you would basically get a messenger to pop up at the bottom, basically prompting you to send me a message. As well as there's some little bit of custom stuff set up when you hit send message, so I can actually opt in almost everybody that hits send message with me. So now, a couple things we need to do to set up and update our Facebook page with ManyChat. Once we have a ManyChat account, I'm going to go back to setting some stuff up, but we need to go into our settings section, into our actual page. So I have my page right here. I'm going to show you guys that it's my Facebook page. And once you're in your business manager and you are trying to access it, what you're going to do is hit this little settings thing right here, and it's going to load this page right here. Now you want to make sure that you go into the messenger section or messaging section. Let this thing load real quick. We want to make sure that we prompt people to send us messages, so that is turned on. So basically, when people are visiting our page, basically a messenger, a little chat window will open and appear, basically trying to get people to send us messages. Now sometimes people have send instant replies to anybody who messages your page. You'll see some potential clients have some of this stuff set up, but we want to make sure that's actually turned off because we want to make sure we set stuff up in ManyChat. Make sure you do a good response time. It's not basically you're going to respond in a few days. I would do instant and minutes or hours would be the couple ones that I would do, especially because you're going to have your smartphone in your hand almost at all times, and you can get updates when people message you. One thing we do want to is show is a messenger greeting. So what this is going to say is basically when somebody when that little messenger window opens up, from us having it turned on up here, inside of it, I believe I might be able to do it. So if I were to hit send message to this, boom, this window is going to pop up. Now, as you see, if I bounce back, I have a message in here. Hi, and it's going to show their first and last name. Thanks for getting in touch with me on Messenger. Click get started at the bottom so I can help you. And what this is showing right here. Now it's telling me how often I'll reply within minutes. Gives them a little message. It gives them a little arrow to point down to hit the get started. And then boom, I'm going to hit get started. Now, as soon as somebody were to hit get started, what they'll get is they will get a message sent to them. Hey, first name, welcome to my page. Let me know how I can help you. And have a couple of different options right here. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but there's this little 3-line thing right here. And we're going to touch on that in a second. That is actually a menu. Now, if you have a client that has a restaurant, you can have a menu actually set up on their page. But all of your client pages, including yours, should have a menu section inside. So it has a couple of different options of people what they can do. Look at my favorite resources, and then boom. So these are access to some trainings that I have. This is access to a 14-day trial with ClickFunnels. This is reading my blog, basically giving them a chance to opt in to one of my sales funnels and following me on Instagram. So boom. And then, of course, they can click on one of these, which is the message that is set up with ManyChat. Super basic, but just trying to get an understanding. I want people to click on one of these so that I can have them as an actual subscriber. So they're not a subscriber until they click on one of these buttons. So what I can do is, boom, say they want to connect with me. Boom. So you want to connect. How can I help you, Ian? Boom. Just like that. Now they're actually a subscriber into my ManyChat. And actually, my sequence stops here because I will get a notification, and I don't want to have it too drawn out. For this, I just want to be able to get an understanding so somebody can send me a message. Boom, da 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 da, type out a message. I want to start a business. And then, of course, it's not going to send them anything else after that. So I would have to go in my messages and actually reply to that person. Of course, you can have this built out a lot further, more in depth. Doesn't matter. Now, we're going to dive back into the settings. Again, you want to make sure to have that greeting that popped up. You have this turned on, and it will have a basic greeting. You want to change that and type in your greeting. Add personalization if you want to add the first name, last name, full name. If you want to add your website, your phone number, your email, whatever, you can do that. Boom. Another thing that I have, because I do use Facebook Messenger appointments, I do have a reminder that basically will be sent out. It's more custom, and it's sent out every 24 hours basically before the appointment. I don't have follow-up messages turned on. Basically giving a message sent out when somebody, after we have an appointment, depending on the call. Normally I use Facebook appointments for just people that are sending me messages. Maybe somebody wants to hop on a quick call or something. I probably don't know them. I don't do it for clients. I don't do it for, my students. So I don't really need to send them a follow-up message. If the conversation went pretty well, I'll probably have already given them the information they need during the call, or we have already a follow-up call already booked. So you want to make sure you have these things all set up inside of your messaging section. Now, down to Messenger platform. Real quick, you want to make sure that to make this all work smoothly, you want to make sure that you have response method. Responses are provided by people, basically just like that. I wouldn't say all automated. That's the way that I haven't had any issues. Now, subscribe to apps. I want to make sure that Facebook inbox or my Facebook Messenger isn't the primary. I want ManyChat to be the primary so I can get all of the subscribers and everything and use my sequencing as possible. And then, of course, I have ClickFunnels has their own messenger bot, and that is a secondary one. So that's how I have mine set up. And then I have some different things in here for different domains that ManyChat is accessed and my messenger is accessed on. Then I have a messenger link if I want to copy this link and send it to anybody. Maybe even in an email or something like that so people can message me. Subscription messaging, this is different. This is a newer thing that you have to submit a review if you don't already have access. And all this other stuff down here I don't really change or have set up. But you want to make sure, again, ManyChat is primary, and that is under Messenger platform. Now, we want to dive into our ManyChat account. Now, as you saw, I had that little, on a phone, it might look like this. On a desktop, it'll look different, like we had right here. So, we want to make sure we go into automation right here, and it's under the main menu. We want to make sure we build out our main menu. Just simply go to the edit and change certain things to have certain different things. I can add top level menu must limited to 3 items max, and sub menus are limited to 5. So I can have, let's go back. So as you see, I can have a couple more menu things just like that. And that is it. And that's under resources. And these two are just like that. So I don't really need these right here. So I don't know correctly how I need to delete these. But I'm just going to go back. There you go. So it's not there. So make sure you have added yours to the way you wanted it. Delete. Boom. And then delete. So when you are adding one, real quick, menu, we're going to click on it. You can do open a sub menu, which I had under here. So this one opened a sub menu, which gave me all these. reply with a message, open a website. We can create a message, send tagging, add them to a certain sequence. So if we have a sequence built out, subscribe them to a bot, whatever we want. You guys have to get creative. We can be here, all day, and this could be an hour and a half long training video if I try to do all sorts of different scenarios. But as you see here, mine as of right now, just follow me on Instagram and it will load the Instagram account. Read my blog. It takes them to a sales funnel blog layout. My favorite resources, and has a couple of different resources right here and some trainings. And this might change, probably will change later on, but this is what I had set up when I had originally set up with ManyChat. So that's what I have for there. Now that is again on your, once you have that set up, that is going to be right there. But you have to make sure once it's all saved and we go back to the menu, it is enabled. And then that will actually enable onto the page that you have. Make sure you're on your page that you're setting it up with. Again, my page, my page. So makes sense. Now we're going to go into the default reply. That is where we have that setting in here that I have, that we would have default reply turned on if we were doing a default reply. Which is instant reply right here to whoever messages our page. Default reply. I don't have one enabled. Again, I don't really want to have an automated reply if somebody messages my page. If somebody is going to message my page, they would have had to already hit get started, and then that's going to hit the automation already. So again, I don't use a default reply. For clients, if you want, you can use this. Set this up. There is, again, a little training video to show you how to set this up, and I just found that right under this little this little question mark right here. So I'm not really going to go over default reply. The welcome message. So welcome message is basically a message that you have built out that basically I have, as you saw here. Boom, let's go back. This is my welcome message. So start a business, connect with me. Boom, makes sense. Let's go to Flow Builder and let's look more in depth with this. As you see here, I have it. This is my welcome message. Add some actions of different tags and then sends them this message right here. So it's pretty self-explanatory how to set up one of these. You should be able to set up, this is just like using a growth tool or anything like that. Build out yourself a sequence. Once your welcome message is all said and done, make sure it is enabled. And then this is what is going to pop up when somebody hits get started. I've tried to figure out a way to edit the get started message, and I have yet to find a way. As soon as I do, or it updates and adds it in there, I will tell you guys, and we should be able to change that. But everybody has to hit get started if they haven't messaged you, and then this will be the first message that starts. Once they click on one of these, the objective is to get them to click on one of these, not just click on get started and never hit one of these. Then they won't be a subscriber, so then I can't, broadcast them, message them with different offers or services, or just connect with them in the future. I have to make sure they can click on one of these. So that is setting up your welcome message. So we've gone over, the main menu, the welcome message. Now sequencing, again, this is, building out certain sequences. There's a section about sequences, so I'm not really going to go into that. Keyword. Keyword is basically where you have all sorts of keywords that you have set out inside your platform. So when you have downloaded certain templates from here, so if you've gone through the template video, awesome, you should have these. If not, go through the template training video and you'll have these. Make sure you turn all these keywords off if you've just downloaded them on your page. That way that if anybody were to message contact about or whatever, it's not going to send you these sorts of replies to them. So I don't want anything turned on here. So, and again, I don't even want get started to turn on, so it doesn't send them this random get started message that I don't even have anymore that I threw away. So make sure that's off. But that is basically the couple of things we need to go over to update your Facebook page with ManyChat. Now, you guys can get super creative. You can do this with clients, with yourself, businesses, anything. I highly recommend to update your Facebook page with it so you're fully utilizing ManyChat and your Facebook page. So that is the updating your Facebook page with ManyChat training video.